The overall female winner with a time of 18:30 is Gina Dykeman. The overall male winner with a time of 18 is Bob Bates. The overall female masters with a time of 22:45 is Cindy Kickert Penny. And the overall male masters with a time of 19:42 is Tom Udsama. We had a huge 9 and under female age group. So first place is Madeline Eckerman. First place male 9 and under is Miller Vandermolen. All right, first place female 10 to 14 is Katie Webster. First place male 10 to 14 is Dan Stapley. All right, female 15 to 19. First place is Amber Young. Male 15 to 19. First place is Keith Otto. Female 20 to 24. First place Jennifer Waters. Male 20 to 24. First place Tim McMeekin. Female 25 to 29. First place is Deborah McMeekin. All right, male 25 to 29. First place Jason McFarland. Female 30 to 34. First place Wendy Crashman. Male 30 to 34. First place Jason Grimshaw with a time of 19:53. Female 35 to 39. First place is Amanda Lang with a time of 25:43. All right, male 35 to 39. First place is Kenneth Green with a time of 21:26. Female 40 to 44. First place Susie Merritt with a time of 29:29. Male 40 to 44. First place Jeffrey Sikinja with 21:05. All right, female 45 to 49. First place is Nikki Vanderberg with a time of 24:23. Male 45 to 49. First place is Eric Hayward with a time of 19:48. All right, female 50 to 54. First place is Annette Paul with 26:15. Male 50 to 54. Eric Johnson with a time of 22:23. Female 55 to 59. First place is Allison Morin with a time of 30:34. Male 55 to 59 is Dr. Ken Otto with a time of 23:42. Female 60 to 64. First place is Barb Ryan with a time of 32:36. Male 60 to 64. First place is Don Coral with 21:10. Female 65 to 69. First place is Mel Sharpanin with 30:11.
Well, the race is over, and I'm still cold. Are you cold?
Well, I was warm coming in, but now I'm starting to chill down a little bit, so I got to start moving a little bit more.
This is Dr. Olteen of Shoreline Vision, and if you don't mind my asking, Doctor, do you specialize in retina? What do you specialize in?
I do more we call the front of the eye, which would be things like cataract surgery, and we also do treatment for glaucoma, and we see a lot of diabetic patients, and also do some called refractive surgery like LASIK, that type of thing.
Cool, very cool. We actually covered a LASIK surgery. Oh gosh, we actually filmed a surgery. It was almost like 8 years ago. There,
wow.
It was
yeah,
awesome.
We've been doing it for a while.
Yeah. Now, were you a walker or a runner?
So I ran. My wife Patty and I ran.
Cool.
We're both kind of runners. We just ran together during the race today.
Well, I commend you for coming out in this freezing weather.
Well, you have second thoughts when you wake up and look outside, but it was for a great cause, and the Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired is such an incredible organization, and
very definitely.
One touching thing I saw, probably about a 5 or 6 year old boy come across the line, and he had his walking cane, and I'm not sure what the details of his situation are, but it was just really touching to see him coming across the line, and I think we probably got some footage of that. So.
Very definitely, and like Chris had said before, this is quite the family event. People with dogs,
right.
Whether you're walking or running. As one of the topics was this morning with the Association for the Blind was age-related.
Right.
Is there any type of advice you'd like to give to any viewers as far as getting the annual checkups? Anything they need to do when they hit, say, 50 or so? Is there?
I think that's a great question. Most people don't realize that it is an inherited, age-related macular degeneration is really an inherited disease. So certainly if it's in your family history, it usually doesn't show up until you're in your probably 50s, mostly 60s and older. But, just getting a good baseline exam, especially if you have a family history in your 50s, would be a great idea, because there are certain things that we can suggest to possibly decrease the progression. We can't stop it, but we could certainly decrease the progression of it.
And am I it correct that other diseases are age-related as well, like cataracts and glaucoma, that screening for those is also a good idea? Or
Definitely, the older you get, the more of these things come up. Although glaucoma, there's something called congenital glaucoma, so you could have it at birth. Same with cataracts, but if you look at where the majority of cases are, it's certainly people in their 50s, 60s, and beyond. But with the aging population, we're seeing just a much higher incidence of these diseases. So the sooner you can get it diagnosed, the sooner you can get treatment and decrease the risk of things getting worse.
And on the other end of the spectrum, it's a good idea for parents to get their young kids in too, right, for school?
Yeah, a lot of the pediatricians, do the screenings, and the schools are really good about doing vision screenings. But if you notice the child's eye turning, or notice anything unusual with the eyes, definitely want to get it checked. Don't delay, because that could actually delay their treatment.
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to thank you, Doctor, for taking some time and talking to me.
Thank you.
And also for running in this race. And any viewers, if you have any questions for Shoreline Vision, feel free to contact them at 739-9009. They are there for you. And thank you very much. Hey, we got some volunteers here. This is actually my stepdaughter. This is Darcy.
Hello.
This is Bob's daughter. And this is Melissa. And you guys have been friends since you guys were 15.
15.
Isn't that what you said?
Yep.
So what brings you guys out here today?
Just getting out of the house and doing some good work because her grandmother's blind and I have clients that are blind, and it's a good cause.
You actually told me, and I've heard really nice stories about one of your clients that you never really mentioned her name, but she is not just blind, she's also mute and deaf, correct?
Yes, she is.
And she's really cool.
Yeah, she's an awesome human being.
And so you have a grandmother who has vision trouble.
Right. She's
Awesome.
involved with the Society for the Blind in Muskegon area, goes to the meetings, and my mom takes her. And
Oh, neat.
we also are volunteer Muskegon, so that's
That's awesome.
part of it.
Yes.
The Association for the Blind is tremendous, the support groups that they have. What do you guys do as volunteers down here? Other than shiver, what do you guys...
Right, drink coffee, no. We were at the first checkpoint and the last checkpoint today. So
Awesome.
Making
That's
sure
great.
they were safe, crossing the road where they needed to be, and that traffic
keeping
wasn't
traffic
hitting.
clear from hitting our pedestrian runners, so
And everybody seemed to do really good. We didn't have any incidents whatsoever.
none, especially the little ones. They did awesome.
Wasn't that amazing?
Yes.
The groups they had, the under 9, and they
Yes.
had, that was so cool. How many
Yes.
little kids come out? And I was amazed too, because it went from under 9s to over 60.
Yes,
It was like,
yes.
And some of the older runners, boy, they had some really good times,
Yes,
didn't they?
they
I was
did.
like, whoa!
I could not do that. I applaud them today because that's awesome.
I was astounded. It was even some of them were even faster than the ones in their 30s. I was like, man, guys, go! I hope I can do that in 20 years.
They did
I
great.
just danced a jig with them at the end.
Yep, we did a little high
Cheer 'em
fives
on.
with the kids. Yep.
I sat in the van and I shivered and I had the heater on, but I rooted you all on. I'll tell you that. I did.
They did good. They did really
Well,
good.
Melissa and Darcy, thank you on behalf of Muskegon volunteers. So
Awesome. And viewers, check this out. We're going to be out here again next year, and maybe next year you want to get involved, not just in the running or in the walking, but you can volunteer. They need all the help they can get. And thank you too very much.
yes, thank you, dear.